I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning and welcome back to this week's edition of Kpsn. In their first playoff appearance in 7 years, girls basketball hosted Quincy in the first round of the MIAA playoffs. The girls were in control the whole way and came out with a 63-52 victory. Faye Bayou scored a game-high 16 points, while Shannon O'Connor and Faith Roy added 13 points and 10 points respectively. With the win, the girls will travel to Bridgewater Raynham on Friday night to battle the Trojans. Make the trip to support our girls.
Cross my heart and hope to die. I don't need another guy to fight my battles, to overshadow me. Don't you know I'm dangerous? Fire burning in my blood. I got this handled. I don't need rescuing. You can call me a princess all you like, 'cause you love to keep me helpless. Try side, but it ain't one. I'ma show you how to treat me like a queen.
We got the win against Quincy by 11. They were a really fast team and really aggressive, so we had to make some adjustments trying to break their zone press, and we did a really good job adjusting, and everyone had to take a little bit more responsibility bringing the ball up, and we adjusted well and were able to score.
This is the first time we've made it to tournament in a long time. In my 4 years, this is the first time we've made it, so it feels really good to see that my hard work and my team's hard work has finally paid off.
On Friday, at 6:30, we're playing Bridgewater Raynham at BR. They're a very also fast, aggressive team, and they have a big post presence with their freshman Shea Bolin, who has many offers and is going to be a big threat. So we're going to try to contain her as best as possible.
We're working really hard on certain types of defense to defend against them, considering they have some really, really strong players who we know that we need to look out for. And it's just kind of improving everything that we've been doing this entire season. We definitely have to shut down a couple players, and then we need to finish, because sometimes we have a lot of trouble with that. But I think that if we do everything as well as we need to do, then we have a real chance at winning.
Prior to the vacation, boys basketball held their senior night before what was arguably their most thrilling win of the season. Hosting Oliver Ames, the team overcame a 22-point deficit in the second half to force overtime. The boys pulled out the 71-66 win, and an outstanding performance from Bruce Santillas earned him a nomination for Hockomock Player of the Week.
This senior class, they were like my brothers. Wouldn't want to play with anyone else. Wish them the best. Yeah, season didn't end the way we wanted it to, but all of us fought hard. At halftime, when we walked into the locker room, everybody was putting their heads down. I had to step up and just tell people, like, we have to refuse to lose, because I mean, it's senior night. No one wants to lose our last home game, and it's embarrassing. So the second half, we came out, and coach just said, play possession by possession, score, stop, score, and that's what we did, and came back.
Damaged to speak. We lie here naked. Yeah, you worry about me. Forget about the lies. Forget about the lies. They're keeping you in hiding. Come and be alive.
A few of our Warrior wrestlers took their talents to the Division II State Championship meet. Sean Connick, Luke Fitch, and Mo Lofty all competed in their respective weight classes. Conniff placed 7th in the 195-pound division, while Lofty finished 5th in the 145-pound division.
Personally, I went, I think, 2-2. I won all my matches the first day, and I upset this the kid that was ranked 2nd to win it all. And so the first day was really good for me. The second day, at the end of the season, a lot of kids are tired, and I wasn't feeling that great that day. I lost in the semifinals to the #1 ranked kid, and I dropped down, and I lost in double overtime to the 3rd place kid. So I ended up dropping down again, taking 5th. But I still qualified. I still ranked high enough to qualify for the New England tournament.
I'm nervous, but I think I can do well there. I think I can really accomplish something.
That is the best competition we've had the entire season, and I think I've probably had my entire high school career. So being able to compete that high of a competition and do well, I feel like I feel really fluid. Feel like I have all my moves down. Feel like just everything's flowing right. And I feel like going into this tournament, I'm the best I could be.
Last year I made it to New England's, but I didn't place. So this year I'm just looking to place either top 6, anything there. I think I did well. Like at states I was hoping to win it, but I got 2nd. That was kind of disappointing, but other than that, I was pretty happy with my season.
This is one of the hardest sports I've ever done, one of the hardest things I've ever done. And knowing that I can put all this time and effort towards something, and just understanding what it means to be determined and focused on something, it kind of really expands everything I think I can do. Because to be honest, if I can wrestle, if I can do these things and come from absolutely nowhere my freshman year, I think I went 1-24 my freshman year after making varsity. So almost having an undefeated season this year, and everything in between, like all the blood, the sweat, the tears, and everything. It really showed how much a person can do if you're really willing to put in the work and the effort.
Our track team traveled back to the Reggie Lewis Center in Boston last week for the All-State meet. Senior Terrell Jacobs-Baston placed 8th in the shot put, and junior Mike Griffin set a new school record by running the mile in a time of 4:16.
This past weekend at the All-State meet, I ran in the mile, and going into the race, me and my coach decided that in order to have my best chance of winning, I'd have to go and take the lead for most of the race, and well, we expected all of the race. So going into the All-State meet, the plan was that I would take the race and I'd take it out at a 63 pace, which is 63 seconds per 400. That would get me to a 2:06 800 and then hopefully around a 3:10 1200. But during the actual race, I went through in 63, but ended up going through the 800 and 209, so a little slower than I wanted to. And because I was slower, there was some kids next to me that wanted to pass, so I kind of was like, all right, let's reevaluate. I let them pass and kind of just hung on, and for the last lap or two, I kicked it in and managed to grab it from. This next Saturday, I'm going to the New England meet. I'm actually going to be the #2 seed, and hopefully I can win that. And then after New England's, I have Nationals, which is down in New York at the Armory, and I'm going to be in the championship race this year. Well, winning the All-State meet is a really big deal to me because ever since freshman year, it's been one of my goals. And to actually be able to do that after all the work I put in these past couple of years is just awesome. Like, I'm really proud of myself.
That's all for this week's broadcast. Make sure you get out to support our girls basketball team tomorrow night, and we will see you right back here next Thursday.